Alright, this video is going to be a simple little overview of my manual single speed bike from Walmart, which was only $80. It was actually on sale. Very simple bike, just a basic bike, one gear, one speed, just a little simple handbrake. Really basic bike, but rides great. And what makes it different from this e-bike, so minus all the fancy features, what's kind of different about it? So we'll start with the manual bike. Just real simple, you just pedal, and then that chain obviously drives the rear wheel and off you go, but it's all the power is from you. It's a single speed as opposed to a fixed gear. So a fixed gear, when you stop pedaling, it just keeps going, like it never stops. Whereas this one, how you can just kind of spin it, like a fixed gear can't do that. A fixed gear only moves when you're pedaling the pedals, and it keeps moving even if you take your feet off. So kind of interesting there. Yeah, really basic design. It's super light. I mean, I can pick it up with about one finger, and it's really simple and smooth. Tires are thin. Let's see, they're 700 by 38C. Don't love the color scheme, but again, the price was so cheap that I don't really care. And so you go from pretty much the simple bike. I think they call it a safety bike. It's like the original bike design. It really hasn't changed at all. And then you look at an e-bike, and so the noticeable difference is you've got the big battery on there, which provides the power source. You've got the wiring harness that comes out of the battery. You can see it goes up throughout the whole bike. You've got the rear motor. This is called, I think it's a hub motor. So that drives this rear wheel from the back. So not only can you pedal to drive the rear wheel with the chain, you can just also hit the little throttle right there or pedal, and it'll drive the rear wheel with assistance. And then the other thing that's very different, you can see the wires coming back through there, is what's, I think it's these guys right here, which I don't know what they're called exactly, but it basically can tell if you're pedaling, and so it sends, it's a pedal assist, so it sends a signal to the motor to kick in depending on what speed you picked on the display. I guess that's another thing this one has, is a display. The other one doesn't have a display because there's nothing on display. The other option, if you don't have the motor that's on the rear hub like this, they do make what's called, I think it's a mid-drive motor, where it's actually like this piece is the motor. I don't know much about those, but I guess there's pros and cons of having this mid-drive up here or the rear hub motor. I can't think of anything else. This one has gears. That would be another difference, but as opposed to a single speed, but I always am in the same gear. And then, oh, I don't know if that got bumped or what. Not really sure. Huh. Kind of looks like it did. Huh. Not sure. I'll have to look at that. Anyways, that's about it. That's the main difference. Everything else is pretty much the same. Seat, handles. This one has disc brakes just because it's a little bit higher end bike, I guess. Which are nice. As opposed to these ones just have the old school brake pads, but it's pretty similar. I just thought it'd be fun to do a little side by side. They're both fun to ride. This one, again, it's cheap, so if I go get groceries or a cup of coffee, I'll take this one because I got that little baby lock on there. But if it gets stolen, I really could care less because it's not worth much to me. This one's, almost $2,000 out the door, so I don't take it anywhere that I don't really need a lot of power and go longer, like my bike commute where I can store it safely. But they're both fun to ride. This thing's obviously heavy as all get out with the battery and all the extra stuff. So that's all for this one.